What's going on, guys? It would appear that Jeff's house was quite popular. Not so much his house, but the application for his tea flip-flop. If you don't know what that was, push the button, slidey bit of wood. Simple, yet effective. And although I did a tutorial on how to make a tea flip-flop, some people didn't quite know how to do that bit, and they wanted to. So I'm going to show you very basic hidden piston doors. I'm not doing the flush ones or any of that, just basic ones that you can do very cheaply in a survival world. Here we have a completely inconspicuous room with a pressure pad and a button. Where are the doors? Everywhere. You can have underground bases, rooms going off to rooms, to rooms, to rooms, to rooms. It'll work by a pressure pad or a button. Both are hooked up to a T flip-flop. But one side is very different to the other. So this isn't just going to be a little tutorial on how to do them, it's going to be a tiny tutorial on a little bit of what's known as the logic of Redstone. So I'll show you that now. This side is all pushing the power into the pistons. And you can literally run these buttons wherever you want. Power goes in, power goes out. All used by repeaters. Now, repeaters can be quite expensive, especially if you're early on in a survival world. So there is an alternative, but this one is not favoured so much because you can't hide it as well. And this is to do with redstone powering blocks that are parallel to them. The double pistons there, essentially this piece of redstone is powering this block, powering that piston, where it travels up, parallel on there. Along with all these, parallel to them pistons, power goes in, and out. And again, all running from possibly the most expensive looking T flip-flop in the world. But I wanted to make it out of a block that was distinguishable. Diamond block is all your inputs from your buttons. Top block's your input. If you haven't seen my tutorial, I will either put it in an annotation or a description on how to build this thing. And the gold blocks are your output that go to what you want to power. In this case, our hidden piston doors. And now I shall do a very quick tutorial of how to do the underground and overground, both with the repeaters powering and the redstone. And I'll very quickly show you what I mean with sand. Put sand there, fine. Put sand there. Yeah, you see what that's doing? A little lump. But you go over this side and you can have a level. That's why the repeaters are favoured for the underground, but again, a bit more expensive when you're playing, and covering it up like that, it will all still work. And that other line going off is just to show you that you don't have to have your buttons in your room. You can have your hidden button pretty much wherever you want. You have your button, and if we have a gander, and your pressure plate, and it still works. And all that is 2 block deep hole, cover it up, job's a good one. Just remember to put your repeaters. Redstone will travel 14 blocks, so as long as you've got them on the 14th block, it will keep going and send your signal wherever you want it to go. Right, on to how to build these little underground parts and the other ones, and I'll be back. Real quick side note before I get going, these ones here, when it comes to covering them up, going along, wonderful, 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 but now that bit of redstone's been cut off, so this button over there will no longer work. There is one little workaround if you have no other choice but to put some form of covering over them, and I don't know exactly why, but half slabs still allow the power to go through. So don't use a block, use a half slab. Here is our quintessential room where we want a hidden room behind it. We're going to start with the corner ones because they are very, very easy to do. And they're easy because they're in a corner, they need no extravagant redstone repeater work. What we do, take out 2 blocks. If you've got space behind and your room's already there, you might as well just leave these blocks, especially if you're in survival, because it will save on your picks and resources and all that jargon that you don't need to bother wasting if you don't need to. So they are going to be your wall here. What you need to do is look behind them, place a sticky piston, place a sticky piston. We'll start with the one without repeaters. Block, block, block. Redstone, redstone, redstone. I always carry a torch, even though you don't need them for this build apart from the T flip-flop. Just to test out your circuits, and you see that? Not working. Reason for that? Anybody? Anybody? Parallel. Redstone parallel. Done. Knock it out, pulls back. That is your door done. Redstone parallel to a block, parallel to a piston. Gives you power, does the job. Easy as you like. I'll show you how to hook them up to that in a second. Next, we want a underground base on this side of the room. I'm going to knock these out just for my own simplicity, including a block I don't even need to. How wonderful is that? So these are going to be our stairs going to our underground base, and I'm going to mess even more up like that. Fabulous. Right, that is our underground base. You need to dig this too wide. You don't need to. It just makes it a little bit easier when you're working out. You don't even need to do this. I'm just doing it for my OCD. But you go to the other side of your wall, knock out, knock out, knock out, knock out, knock out. And we are going to build this with ease. This side. So, when they're compressed, the pistons are going to go along this wall here. There, 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 there. Oh, tricky. There. Fabulous. Place our blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get around our wall, however you do it. I'm guessing yours is going to be a little more challenging than mine. Redstone, parallel, power, good. Easy, so easy, it's ridiculous. Yeah, we'll wire this in now. So you count your dust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to your furthest point away, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That means this is not getting powered. Simple way to do that. Knockout, place a repeater, completely blow out my own circuit, redstone, done. Now all of them are getting powered and our base is hidden, whether it's our underground base or our corner room base. Next side, exactly the same idea. Knock out this block, knock out this block. Place your piston, place your piston. Block, block, no block on top this time. Instead of the block, repeater, dust, dust, torch. Exactly the same this side. Go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stairs down to our base. Fabulous. Knock them out. to save my own sanity from my OCD. Going down to here. Knock out, knock out, knock out, knock out, knock out. Not that one. Piston, 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 piston. Fabulous. And of course, block, 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 block. This time, dig 2 behind, and watch out for your hidden redstone. That's only for that button earlier. Don't need any of that. Redstone is very temperamental and will confuse itself with itself if you let it get near itself. Confused? So's the redstone. Where it would have been had we not done that. Piston, 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 piston. Redstone, 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 redstone. To cover this from this point this way, what we're going to do is knock out this block, place dust there, connect them together, and again count our dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First point away will be this one. 7. And we're going to go along there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cut off point. Find what we do. Find a point. Repeat the power. Job's a good one. Now for a button. Let's have wooden buttons so you can see them easier. Place one on the unit itself to control it. All your bases open. Wonderful. Button there. So we want redstone going into this block. 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 Get rid of button block. On top, dust. Dust, dust, dust. As I was saying, button open, button closed. And you can have that button wherever you want. Obviously when you're underground you're going to want to dig underground. And that's it, guys. Like I said, nothing too complicated, but you can make it complex if you like. Run your buttons wherever you need them to go, and may you enjoy all the hiddenness that you want to hide in your world from whoever you may need to hide it from. Thanks a lot, guys. You are gorgeous, and I will see you next time. I've been Sparty. If this helped you, please like, comment and subscribe. It does really help me. Sparty, and I'll see you next time. Stupid Sparty. Should have planned this out earlier.